Hey guys, it's MGS, back to give you another part of my Pokemon Liquid Crystal version playthrough. I'm still in the radio tower. I'm on the 4th floor. And now it's going to go up to the 5th floor to battle some more of these rocket grunts. Remember me from the hideout in Mahogany Town? I lost then, but I won't this time. Oh, you all look the same to me. I can't tell the difference. So here's a rocket executive. She sends out an Onyx. And I have the wrong Pokemon out. I'm going to switch into D21. Because Shuckle, even though it is a rock type, it is still weak to rock because it's part bug. But that Dragon Breath paralyzed my D21, and that's unfortunate. And Onyx goes for a Sandstorm, changing the battle conditions. I'm not too worried about that because a Surf will quickly dispose of the Onyx. I won't have to take any Sandstorm damage. And as fast as the battle started, it's over. This can't be happening. I fought hard, but I still lost. Too bad. Okay, I have to heal the paralysis off of my D21, and I'm going to do that with a full heal. Okay, time to move on to the next grunt. Oh, you managed to get this far. You must be quite the trainer. We intend to take over this radio station and announce our comeback. That should bring our boss Giovanni back from his solo training. We are going to regain our former glory. I won't allow you to interfere with our plans. But interfere I shall. Rocket Executive wants to battle. He sends out his Houndour. This is a good matchup for Shuckle, being part rock. Gonna start with a Swagger. Houndour raises his attack with a Howl. And I increased it 2 more stages with that Swagger, while confusing it at the same time. Hopefully it hurts itself with +3 attack. I'm gonna start my rollouts. So this is it. Yes, it hurt itself and that did a lot of damage. So it already had half of its HP left, which means it won't take too many rollouts to take out this Houndour, but unless I miss, which is what just happened. So Houndour went for the Roar, which is actually a smart move because my Shuckle may have taken out Houndour with 1 or 2 rollouts. Now I go for the Brick Break with my fighter, who was fortunately switched in due to the Roar, and fighting type moves are super effective on dark types. Now here comes a Coughing. I better switch fighter out because fighting is not, and bug is not very good against poison. So for this battle, I'll just send out my Ben Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, so I'm going for a Shadow Ball, which is the best move Ben Yu-Gi-Oh! Has to use against this Coughing. And that was nearly a one-hit KO. This Coughing is at a high level 43, and that was the reason why it survived. So the executive went for Hyper Potion, as always. So here comes a second Shadow Ball. And that time it took out Coughing in one hit and must have got min damage the first time. Here comes a Houndoom. I better switch out because Ghost is weak against Dark. And I'm going to send out my D21 because Water is obviously good against Fire. So Houndoom is up, and I'm going to go for a Surf. Hopefully this will get rid of it in one hit, but it doesn't, as I probably expected a little bit that it was going to survive one Surf because it's at level 42. So I thought you'd go for another Hyper Potion, and I went for another Surf. Hopefully this is a crit. It will take it out in one hit, but it didn't. And another Surf finally will get rid of the Houndoom. That Houndoom wasn't a threat to D21 at all. So Executive was beaten. No, forgive me, Giovanni. I don't think Giovanni likes failures like you guys. So how could this be? Our dreams have come to naught. I wasn't up to the task after all. Yeah, but apparently you weren't up to it. Like Giovanni did before me, I will disband Team Rocket here today. Farewell. The director is here, probably to congratulate me. Thank you. Your courageous actions have saved Pokemon nationwide. I know it's not much, but please take this. Soothe Bell makes Pokemon more friendly towards me if they're holding it. There used to be a tower right here in Goldenrod City, but it was old and creaky, so we replaced it with our radio tower. We dug up that bell during construction. I heard that all sorts of Pokemon lived in Goldenrod in the past. That reminds me, I overheard Team Rocket whispering. Apparently something is going on at the Tin Tower. That means I better head over there soon. I have no idea what is happening, but you might want to look into it. Okay, I better go to my office. Hey, thanks for the Soothe Bell, Mr. Director. So I've got TM9 Sleep Powder, which is an odd TM. And let's see if any of my Pokemon could learn it. It would be nice to have a sleeping move, but I already have Hypnosis on my Gengar. I'm just curious to see who could learn the Sleep Powder. And none of my party members could learn it, unfortunately. And let's see, Icy Wind. Maybe I'll teach it to D21. Because I do need an ice type move on my Pokemon if they're to defeat dragon types later in the game. So I'm going to get rid of D21's Bubble Beam so I could teach it Icy Wind. Ice is a good coverage move on water types. So that's about it for the TMs. For now, I'm going to be exiting the radio tower because I've conquered it. I've already defeated all the rocket grunts and executives, saved the director. Now it's on to Mahogany. I'm not going to go to the Tin Tower just yet. I want to go to that route that's east of Mahogany to battle some of the trainers there before I head to the Tin Tower. But first things first, I need to heal up my Pokemon because they're really worn out after a lot of those battles with the rockets. Not to mention my Snappy has to be revived from fainting because I do want to use her again. Okay, so now I have to open up the PC so I can bring out Spearow. It's the only Pokemon that could fly me to any town. So I will just swap out Snappy for now. Okay, so I can use Fly. Let's see, going to Mahogany. Time to get some more experience off of those trainers. I think I'm somewhat underleveled in this game, but it's not too big of a problem if I battle smart. So I'm going to swap out Spearow. I only needed it to fly and that's it. So it's back into Snappy in my party. Okay, so let's see who I can run into in Route 44. I'm going to win for sure. You sound rather overconfident. I'm going to destroy your confidence. So this is Psychic Phil. He has 2 Pokemon. First he sends out his Natu. Alright, go Snappy. I'm gonna use... I know Thief is super effective, but it's still a weak move, so I'm gonna go for a stronger Iron Tail, but I missed. Nightshade doesn't affect Snappy because it's part normal. So now I go for Iron Tail. It finally hits. And that's a one-hit KO because of that critical hit, which probably may have mattered. Not too sure about that. So here comes Kadabra. Leave Snappy in. Snappy really needs the experience because it's always been fainting recently. Oh, Kadabra went for Psychic. It's not very effective against another Psychic Pokemon, obviously, but the secondary effect works, which is the special defense drop. So I better get rid of this Kadabra fast before those Psychics do more damage. And now I got the secondary effect of Iron Tail, which lowers the defense of Kadabra. And Psychic Phil went for Super Potion. This time I switched up my attacks and went for a super effective Thief because of the defense drop I got off of the Iron Tail, and that gets rid of Kadabra. And Snappy grows to level 37, and that's good. Here comes a baton pass that it's about to learn. But I don't think it has anything to pass other than oh yeah, it does have agility to pass off. So let's see. I taught Thief to Snappy to steal items. I don't want to get rid of it. But passing agility should be fun. Man, I really want this baton pass though. I guess Thief is the weakest link in its moveset, so I'll just get rid of that. So alright, learn baton pass. I can pass off agilities to my team. So Arg, that's a shocking loss. So let's see, shall I keep going with Snappy? I think I will. Here's an item, it's a Max Repel, that will come in handy. Let's see, I'm just curious to what types of wild Pokemon I can encounter on this route, so I'm just gonna take a quick look. So it's a Poliwag, and I already have D21 as my water type, so I don't need a Poliwag. Just gonna search around just a little while longer. Spearow. I already have a Spearow as my HM slave to fly me around, so be gone, Spearow. I'm just gonna search one more time. Oh, it's a Bellsprout. Let's see, I don't think I have any grass type Pokemon. No, but I'm not interested in this Bellsprout, so I'm also gonna run away from it. Okay, I'm going to battle some more trainers. First, I'm gonna pick this fruit off this tree, which is 2 Aspir berries. I think those defrost Pokemon. I believe there's more trainers back here. There's a Fisherman. You made me lose a Poliwag. What are you gonna do about it? There's not much I can do about that Poliwag, so I don't think I can get that back for you. Fisherman Wilton wants to battle. He sends out his Goldeen. I think I'm going for the Confusion. And it's probably not even a 2-hit KO. Goldeen goes for Fury Attack. Luckily, that's a weak move. And let's see, I'm going to go for a second Confusion. Hopefully I get at least a Confusion on this Goldeen, but I don't. So this Fisherman is probably going to heal his Goldeen, and he does. But it doesn't recover its Goldeen completely, so now I will be able to get it to it KO with Confusion. So Goldeen faints. Here comes another Goldeen. I'm gonna switch out because Snappy is taking a little too long to take care of those Goldeen. I'm going to switch into Ben Yu-Gi-Oh! I can just use Thunder Punch. Alright, Ben Yu-Gi-Oh! Use Thunder Punch. And because of Ben Yu-Gi-Oh's pathetic attack stat, it doesn't get KO'd. But a second Thunder Punch will definitely KO it. And down it goes. And here comes a Seeking. And I'll just stick with Ben Yu-Gi-Oh! So Thunder Punch will probably 2-hit KO it. So let's see if it does at least half. And not even half. Seeking hits its Supersonic and really hate Confusion. Super annoying. But let's see if I still manage to get off a Shadow Ball. but Ben Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't. Hurts itself in its confusion. Seeking is stupid, goes for another supersonic, but Ben Yu-Gi-Oh is already confused, and hopefully I can get off a Shadow Ball this turn, but I still don't. Seeking keeps going for supersonic. I have no idea what this Fisherman is thinking, but in any event, Ben Yu-Gi-Oh snapped out of its confusion and is finally able to attack with its Shadow Ball. But now Seeking barely hanging on with 1 or 2 HP after that Shadow Ball, but unfortunately Ben Yu-Gi-Oh is confused again. I'll just switch out Ben Yu-Gi-Oh so I could clear off its confusion, and I'll go into Shuckle. But as soon as I switch into Shuckle, Seeking goes for another supersonic. Let's see, I think I'll just try to finish off the Seeking with a rollout. Seeking goes for Flail. It doesn't do a whole lot to Shuckle, who is a rock type and resists normal type attacks, so Shuckle will finish off the Seeking with a rollout. And Shuckle will nearly level up. So he said, just forget about it. That's what I thought. I don't have to chase down that Poliwag that got away from me when I wanted to battle him. So Snappy is getting worn out. Better heal her up with a super potion. Okay, let's see what other trainers I could find. I put Shuckle in the front so that it could level up to 37. I'm going to battle this nerd or collector. I'll do anything to get my hands on rare Pokemon. So he must be a collector. Or a Pokemaniac to be exact. His name is Zach and he sends out his Rhyhorn. I switch into Shuckle. It's not a good type matchup, so I'm going to switch out and go into D21. Going for the advantage with the water type. Rhyhorn goes for Rock Blast, which is a multi-hit move. And unfortunately that first Rock Blast was a crit, as it keeps attacking up to 3 times. So a Surf will get rid of the Rhyhorn. As easy as that. Down goes Rhyhorn. Now Shuckle grows to level 37. That's good news. It's trying to learn Rest. And Rest is a good move on Shuckle, so it could heal off any damage it took. But unfortunately I have to get rid of a move. I'm not sure if I still need Flash, but just in case, I'll just keep Flash on there. And I don't really use Encore too much, so I'll just get rid of Encore. And if I have a Chesto Berry, which I'm not sure I do, I can use the Chesto Resto strategy. As soon as I use Rest, Shuckle can wake up using that Chesto Berry it's holding. So I've defeated the Pokemaniac, and I can grab this item, which is an Ultra Ball. I'm going to switch to Snappy in the front. Okay, here's a trainer. I can tell you're a good trainer by looking at you. I'm good at Pokemon, and I can see that you are too. I guess that's just the way it goes. Good trainers can recognize other good trainers. Cool trainer Alan wants to battle. He only has 1 Pokemon, and it's his Charmeleon. So here we go, Snappy, do your best. Now let's try to take out this Charmeleon. Let's see how much a confusion will do. Doesn't do a whole lot. And Charmeleon goes for Metal Claw. That was a critical hit. And this isn't turning out too good. I'm just going to switch into D21. Because D21 can resist Charmeleon's fire attacks and it could resist Metal Claw. Smoke Screen doesn't work on D21 because of its clear body. So now I'm going for the Surf. And Charmeleon is definitely going down. Cool, so Alan's been defeated. It's total loss on his part. So at least he can admit defeat. Here's another cool trainer. This is a female. You look strong. Good trainers seek tough opponents instinctively. Okay, here we go. It's Sybil. She sends out her Butterfree. Bug is super effective against Psychic, so it's not a good matchup. I'll switch into Shuckle, who has ×4 super effectiveness against Bug and Flying. But Butterfree goes with the Whirlwind as soon as I switch into Shuckle, but luckily for me, the Fury gets switched in. So now I'm just gonna go for the Overheat to unleash the Fury on this Butterfree. So Butterfree has been toasted to a crisp thanks to Overheat. Now here comes a Blossom. I'll leave Fury in because it's a grass type, and Fury can easily take out grass types with its fire attacks. So Fury goes for the Flame Wheel, and I got the secondary effect of getting the burn damage on Blossom, which is excellent. But we exchange statuses as Blossom nails the Stun Spore. So I'm going to have to go into my bag and cure that paralysis with full heal. And this is the last one I have. So Cool Trainer Sybil healed Blossom with the Hyper Potion. So the burn damage doesn't matter too much because its HP is recovered. Okay, I'm going for Flame Wheel to get rid of the Blossom. And it survived the Flame Wheel. Now it's going for Magical Leaf. This is not very effective. It's not going to do very much of anything to the Fury. And luckily, the burn damage takes out Blossom. And Fury gains a lot of experience. So you're right, that won't do at all. Your Pokemon came up short. So alright guys, thank you all for watching my Pokemon Liquid Crystal version playthrough video. Comment, like, sub, and in the next part I will finish off taking on these trainers on Route 44. So I'll see you guys then as I wrap things up here, and then I'll be going to the Tin Towers. See you guys then.